Hello, iconic event fans. It's been a little bit since I've sent you any type of message, so I wanted to reach out to you. I'm actually in New York City on a theater trip and having some fun. You can follow all my theater escapades on my other YouTube channel, Theater Talk with Scott. But in a play that I went to, it's a new play called Birthday Candles, and it's about a woman who we follow her birthday all throughout her life. Go see that YouTube. Anyway, but there's a quote by playwright Noah Heidel, who wrote the play, and this is what she says: "The genius of a party is to offer us all a rest from the daily human errand to travel morning until night, to stake a claim in an hour and say, 'I will notice this.'" In other words, have a party free of distraction, a party that lets us escape from all the junk of life and just enjoy the moment with the people that we are meant to be with at that time. So it gave me an idea, and this isn't novel. I'm sure others have thought of this, but I'm just going to remind you: do some type of a party or a gathering, get, you know, two or three couples, 6 people, 8 people, have them over to your house. I've got a couple of tips for you, but here's the big thing: make it a cell phone free, contact free party. Now, I know what you're thinking. I can't. No, there's kids and babysitters and the grandparents have to get a hold of me, or business and work. Okay, calm down. First off, a lot of people still have a landline. So give the landline, write it on a piece of paper, leave it by the phone for the babysitter, the grandparents, whoever's watching the kids, all right? Somebody at work, you're that important that you can't be unreachable for an hour and a half or two. That came off a little, well, it came off the way I meant it to. So, haha. Anyway, so leave the landline number to whoever that has to be able to contact you 24/7. Or if there's not a landline, then pick somebody at the party and use their number, and they're the only one that has a phone. But tell them only call, if it's an emergency. And pick somebody who isn't always on their phone, who isn't always checking every Facebook update and everything like that. And invite your guests over and just have fun and have a party. Relax. And it doesn't have to be fancy. You know what? A baked pasta. People are going nuts really on my dinners with Scott. I serve this thing. I slice up zucchini and squash, give it some real good salt and pepper. I use the Himalayan salt, gets a little better for you. Put it in a frying pan with red wine vinegar and saute it for like 7 minutes. It goes really good with Italian, and it tastes flavorful, and it's easy and it's quick. You throw together a Caesar salad and a good baked pasta. It doesn't have to be fancy. Do some things, do some other things. Think about music. Think about a playlist that you can have playing. Think about candles. Candles are always so really add a lot of atmosphere. Think about the fragrances of candles. Tell you a fragrance that I've picked up recently that I'm really enjoying is anything that's like a chocolate, like a cupcake or a cocoa or chocolate, and put that with like cinnamon. Hello. Seems obvious, right? But a lot of people do it, and you pair those candles together. It just gives a great. Now, don't do that in a dining room because you don't want fragrances around the food. That's where you want your candles that are unscented in the dining room, or wherever you're going to be eating. So you don't want to mix that scent with your food. But just have some people over, unplug, and enjoy the time. Notice the time. That hour and a half to 2 hours. Just be present with the people and enjoy. That is the genius of a party. And hey, if you want to do something more extravagant, iconic events. Let's get iconic, you guys. Have a great week.